sure where that came off of. Oh, clean that first. I need both of those. One will be plenty. And might need one of those. I was waiting for you. How are you today? Look. Ah, where did it go? Hang on, I lost it. I touched the wrong button. There we go. And how are you today, Marjorie? Are you having good weather again? We are absolutely beautiful here today. I'm good. I'm good. Did my first auction Saturday live. That was a little different. I was a little nervous. It went well. So I have that, like under my belt so I can start doing more. As you can see, I did a little blue to try. I'm trying to grow my gray out. It is so hard when it takes years to get it to grow. Today was a good day. That's great. That's good. Yeah, today was really nice here. We've been out a few times. He went out back to play for a little bit. I had to call him up because I started mowing. And he is excited. Look, I can swing you over just a little bit, I think. See him? I cleaned all this stuff up so that he can lay in here instead of the hallway. And I think he's very happy about it because every time I come, he's like, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm cleaning. I don't want to step over you. But, it's what it is, right? So, you may have actually seen what I'm going to do today. The reverse on the plate with the gold in it. I did it on the other page the other week, and I think you were there. But I wanted to show everybody on here because it's a fun, easy craft. I was busy, yes. I thought we had 2 puppies unclaimed, and I thought I would have them here on Saturday. So I have been going, like room by room thinking, all right, they can chew on this. They can choke on that. All that kind of stuff, because I'm not used to having puppies around. So I've been trying to, hit the rooms and make sure there's nothing they can get hurt on. And if there's cords, and, getting them up, tucking them behind things. Now, I just heard that the male puppy, or the female puppy sold, so we have 1 male left. She thinks he may be sold. We'll see. But, yeah, it dawned on me this morning. It's like, man, I gotta get things up that I have on the floor. He knows not to touch them. But they're just puppies. So they wouldn't know. So I've been doing that all day. So, but anyway, I am going to get going here. I'm Lisa. I'm the Junk Wench. I come on every Tuesday. Joan asked me to come on and do different crafts. I do lives on Fridays in another group, and I do lives in my group. So I did this in my group the other week, and everybody really liked it. And it's an easy, fun project that you can do for the summer using a plate, stencils, your decoupage paper, and gold leaf. I had started this one and the other one, and I only did the one, so I thought I would do this one in here, and you guys could see how to, do it on the bottom. H.L. Morgan, hello, how are you? So most of the gold leaf is on, but as you can see, I have a few spots here. And you could use like liquid gold leaf if you wanted to. I want, the look of the texture. So, and when I do the gold leaf, I use this Mod Podge. It's clear when it goes on because the Mod Podge does take a little while to dry. So you want to have a chance to let it dry. So I'm just going to do a little bit of it on here so you guys can see what you do. I'm going to hit it with a hair dryer and I'm just using the Mod Podge. This comes with stuff when you buy it, but I've never had any issues just using this. And then you just put it down. It's only going to stick where you put the stuff, so it's not going to stick anywhere else but there. But I just wanted to fill, there's a couple holes here, and I wanted to fill those in. I got some really pretty sunflower paper from Joan, so I thought I would use that. I'll show you what it is. It's got the sunflowers and the berries. We're going to use the stencil. And I wanted something to kind of break them up, so I'm going to use this. The yellows and the greens match really well, so I'm going to put that just on one side. But there were just a few little spots. And they have silver. I don't know if you can get silver leaf, you can get copper. I buy the packs that have everything. Not having a whole lot of luck getting one of the little pieces out of there. I was working on a project this morning using this, and I had used a lot. And I just took it outside to brush off all the extra. Anybody pulls in my driveways could be, you got gold all over the place. Because it's all over my driveway right now. All right, let's see how that looks. Okay, looks like that's filling it in pretty good. Okay, let me stick him in there. Quick blow dry. This isn't how I would normally do it. Normally I let the gold leaf dry. We just don't have that kind of time. So I'm just going to dry some of it. pull some of these pieces off. Stick them. Pull that off. It does take a little while for it to dry. The reason I use this is when I use the regular yarn Mod Podge, I flipped the plate over, to see how it was doing. An hour later, it was still white. There was this one. The Mod Podge still hadn't dried. So, but you could use, you can certainly take a gold, that brush, and brush a gold on if you wanted to. And if you don't use the gold leaf, it's expensive. I mean, it's not real bad, but you could certainly make your lines with this and get your gold on there. Or you could use the liquid gold leaf, whichever one you happen to like. I mean, really, you could do it with any color, All right. Since I got the gold on there, oh, I almost put it in my tea. But I have a stencil because I thought, like this area over here, I was thinking I would stencil flowers on. I got 2 out. You know what? I think I kind of like this one. It's a nice size. I can do a flower there and there. Yeah, that'll work all right. I'm going to have to tape it, though. So I'm going to grab my tape. Only because it's a little further of a distance and I want to make sure it stays in place. Okay. Some of that gold leaf may come off with the tape since I just put it on there. We'll see. But it's just too long to hold. How am I going to do this? All right, let's go there. And then I'm going to tape up here. I like the spray, that you can use that makes your stencil sticky and it stays in place. I just don't think it's going to work on here no matter, what I try. So I'm just going to try to not hit that. And I'll have to hold it, and I will hope for the best. You know what? I think I'm going to use this yellow. So I got my yellow. I'm going to add just a little bit. Let me put it in here. Of milk paint. It's white. I might need a little more. Let's see. I'll have to mix it up. Just to get, a little extra texture, I want to add some milk paint in there. After it's dry, I'll paint over the stencil. Did you see this the other week? Were you on that live? I keep thinking you were. I'm not putting a lot in. I just want to make it a little thicker. Not much. I don't know that, you'll see much of a difference at all. But I just want it a little thicker. All right, let's see how this works with holding it down. I used the other stencil the other week, but I do want something different, you know? It's just that it's kind of hard to hold in place on the rounded glass, so I don't know if this one's going to work or not. On the upside, it's glass, and I can wipe it off if I have to. I'm just trying to, like, hold each section down, you know? I don't know if the stencil's going to work. It's not bending the way I need it to bend. So I may have to wipe this off and do the other stencil. I wanted to do this one because it'll go up over, but it's not handling this bend real well. So let's see what happens. The edges are like popping up, so I'm not getting the floral look that I want. Let me see, I don't, no. See, that did not work very well, did it? I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I don't like the way the lines look, so we're going to wipe that off and use a different one. Oh, come on. Come out of there. I was hoping I could get it to bend enough, but it just wasn't bending the way I wanted it to. All right. See, the nice thing, the problem with this one is, you have all these little cuts here. So when you're trying to bend it, you lose the design. This one doesn't do that. So I think we'll be good with this one. All right, let's do the flower first. I poured a little of the powdered milk paint in with it. It's just the white. And it just made it a little bit thicker. You can use as much as you want. I mean, if you want texture, you can add that, you know, in with your paints. I have white, and I think I have gray, and I think I have black. But it's just the powdered milk paint. It's the only thing I use the milk paint for. Yes, when I want a little texture, but I don't want a lot using the texture stuff. It just helps it, I think, stay in place a little better with doing the stencil. Okay. All right, we're going to start on this side. No, don't move. I should have probably chose like one of those Oh, the stencils that stick by themselves. And I forget the name brand. But they bend a little better and they kind of stick in place. I have a couple. But you wash them and then you start losing that stick. I'm just going to go down there a little bit to the end of the plate. All right. So, did you do anything fun over the weekend? I kind of had a pretty quiet weekend. But I have something funny to share. Let me do this and then I'll tell you about it. Oh, that is kind of at the bottom there. Okay, let's see. That one looks a little better. And you can kind of see where it's thick. But because it's a slanted surface, I don't want to take the chance to have the paint like run down. So I thought this would be a good way to do it. And I was thinking, I was thinking about doing one up here too. Where did it go? I was thinking about putting this like as the backdrop because it has all those colors. So I have a pot belly. It's in my laundry room. The pipe goes out the window, and up the back of the house, right? And of course, I mean, it has that cover that you put on the top of the pipe, that peak so the rain doesn't get in. But it's not right against. Well, Squirrel has decided that my potbelly should be his new home. Yep. I can sit in my kitchen and I hear him come in. He walks down my garage or my laundry room roof. And I gotta catch this on film. When he goes to try and like jump on to the pipe, he hangs from my gutter first. So I'm looking out and I have the window there in the laundry room and I can see these two little legs and a tail and this butt swinging back and forth as he's trying to get his bearings. It's like, oh my goodness. So my kids are going to come over and put like a braided metal piece there so that he can't get in and out anymore. I am hoping it has not had babies, and I'm not opening the door to find out. I'm afraid. To open, the door to see if there's babies in there. I make noise and I think I have chased him out, but I'm never positive. So I don't open it. I figure it's the best way to be safe. All right, I'm gonna stick this in the water. Now it did pull some of my gold up, and I thought it might. Let me just get the tape off of there. Okay, there's our two flowers. And I want to dry them before I do anything else. One of them we're going to coat with paint. I got a real light blue that I think will match the paper well. I just want to make sure it's dry before I put a piece of paper on it. Some of the gold leaf got pulled off, so I'm just going to dab this in place. Oh, come on, you're brand new. You should open right up. I have never opened this. I just took it out of the package today. It just came. And I just wanted to dab like 2 spots. All right. Where my tape took up. Let me see if there's enough in this one, because this is pretty dry. Nope, there is not enough in there to do anything. All right, I'll just use what I used last time. I'll use a little more of this. But you see where the tape pulled it right up. You know, in some ways it would probably, be easier just doing the paint. I'm sure. Because you wouldn't have the hassle with the tape or with the gold leaf. I just like the way it looks, So, anyway, I'm waiting on my boys because they're going to have to climb up on the roof to get up to the top of that. Hi, Tracy. How are you? We are actually just kind of getting started here. I'll flip this over and show you what I'm doing. I had put some gold leaf on to make some lines. Now I just stenciled those 2 flowers. Now one of them will get covered with paint and the other one is going to be decoupaged over. And that's what I'm working on now. But when I taped down the stencil, it pulled some of the gold leaf off. So I just used this. It's Art Alchemy Metallic Gold. You can use liquid gold. Whatever gold you have will work fine. Make your lines. You don't have to use gold leaf to do it. Okay. So let's see. This paper is so pretty. I just got it in from Joan last week. And I thought, now I gotta do something, springy, And I love the sunflowers, so let's see. Maybe there. scissors. I'm going to have to do a little cutting, of course. Let's see what we can do here. I might be able to put him under there, or need a longer one for over here. So, but yeah, I have to laugh as this squirrel is banging around in my pipes. Yeah, Ruger and I might be sitting in the kitchen, and yeah, you can hear it. He doesn't go to the door to see what's going on. No. He runs to the living room. Yes, we do have Mother's Day this weekend. Okay, so this one is going to fit over here. Not worried about the white because it's going to go off. Remember, you have to decoupage upside down because you want this to show at the top. Yeah, the plate when you turn it over. So for these, you will be decoupaging upside down. So, but yeah, this Sunday is our Mother's Day. Friday would have been my anniversary, so I'm not looking forward to Friday too much, but every year it gets better because I'm learning to look at the memories and enjoy them and smile, you know. So every year, this year would have been 44 years for us. I have a video. It was taken on our 35th. Our nephew got married the same day as us. And it happened to be our 35th wedding anniversary. And they had a song done in our honor, which just totally shocked us. Kind of blew us away a little bit. Yeah, we weren't prepared for that at all. But I have the video, and I love watching the video. So I will probably be doing that on Friday. But I also have a life, so I know, you know, I gotta stay busy. All right, I'm gonna... When we got married, it was actually Saturday, and Mother's Day was that Sunday. All right, that's the first one. I'm going to let it dry a little bit before I start sanding it off because I don't want the paper to come off. So in the meantime, I'm going to go up here and see what I can do with this top piece. Do I want to go over there, or do I want to go over here? I might want to go over that one and paint the middle. I enjoyed making this the other week. I just thought it was so pretty and different, you know? This is the first time I've actually decoupaged over the paint. So this is new, and I'm kind of going to pounce it on because I don't want to re-wet my paint at all. But I wanted to try something different. Yeah, I wanted to try putting a piece over a stencil upside down. But you could, you know, anything you can decoupage, you can put on here. You could make all kinds of personalized, like Mother Day gifts and bridal shower. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, the possibilities are endless on what you could possibly do with this. All right, I'm going to start over here. Kind of get this side down. I'm going to pat, because again, I don't want to reactivate my paper. I'm going to trim down here just a little bit so that I don't catch it. And then I want to get this on. But I think you could have fun doing these. I got these. Now, I don't know if you guys have like a Dollar Tree over there like we have. I think I paid $1.25 for each of these plates, which isn't bad at all. I got 3 of them, so I still have 1 more I can do. Ooh, nope. Not glue. There we go. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that one yet. My daughter just started making earrings. I thought I might check and see if she wants some kind of a plate like with her logo in the middle, you know. That could be pretty. So we'll see. I want to talk to her and see if there's, yeah, something she might like on one. She did her first show last week, so she's going to start building that kind of stuff up, you know, what she's going to need to put on the table. And so if I could make something for her, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm just going to tape that down. I mean, when this is all done, you're still going to do the same seal thing and seal the whole back. All right, let's see how this looks so far. You can see the stencil. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, that the stencil would kind of blend in and help make that paper blend in. Sweet. Okay, now I do have to cut over here. Where the gold line is. And I'll do the same thing up here. All right, let's see here. You know what? I may just... Let's just bring that right up the top to that gold line. There we go. And Mod Podge has a waterproof that's supposed to be dishwasher safe. Now, I have never used it. Wouldn't matter if I had. I don't have a dishwasher. I wash by hand. But I know people have used the dishwasher safe. So you could use that. I would probably do at least 2 coats, maybe 3, just to make sure you got everything. Oh, really? See, our thrift shops are cheap. Most of them. Now, there are some that are not. And there are some that have, you know, like a little bit of both. But this is actually, it's a chain store called Dollar Tree. Everything in the store is now $1.25. It started out as $1. They're now up to $1.25. And you can get all kinds of craft stuff and outdoor stuff. And I mean, for crafters, it's a great place. It really is. I got these plates. They were $1.25 each, which is cheap. All right, I'm going to do up here and put the blue on. I'm going over probably tomorrow. I saw in one of the lives that they have solar lights that you could hang in the tree, but they're individual. So you can, hang them in the tree. So I want to go get some of those. I have a tree right by my front door, and I thought it would be kind of cool just to hang them in the tree. I try the electric ones. I don't even get a summer out of them. They just never last long for me. I don't know why. I mean, I can't imagine what I'm doing wrong, but they just don't last for me. So I thought, well, I'll get these because it's just an individual piece. I can hang it in an area where it'll be a little protected, Because every spring I am out there snipping wires and trying to hang new ones. And I get the outdoor ones. So I have no clue what I am doing wrong, that it is not working for me. So I'm going to go get these and give these a shot. All right, I'm going to dry that because I don't want to catch it with my fingers. Yeah, that sucks. The whole idea behind a thrift store is supposed to be cheap, Now, do you have, like, Goodwills? Because we have Goodwills. They were really cheap, but their prices have recently started to go up some, but you can still find some good stuff to work with at a good price. I go there to get a lot of the picture frames that I use and the trays. I was there, Sunday, and they had silver trays. They were $1.99 each, which is cheap to begin with. It was yellow tag day. Well, they were all yellow tag. So I got them all for $1. And I didn't even realize it till I went up to check out. I had left 3 on the shelf. So, but yep, they were cheap. So that was nice. Silver trays have gotten so much harder to find over here in the last 2 years. I think it's because a lot of us do them, so we're going in and buying them, So, but I was thrilled when I got up there and she said to me, "Oh, you're half price and all this stuff." Yeah, those are starting to dry. All right, let's see how it's looking. Okay, and there's with the blue over the yellow stencil. Now, it may need another coat yet, but I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. All right, let's see. I think I can put him... Where's my line? I want to kind of, like, separate him between the two. And have it just go right over where this line is. Okay, so it's right up through here. I think I'm close. I do have to cut the white off because you don't want that on your top. So, but I think I got 6 trays. I got 1 wood tray. I got a couple of frames. So I was really happy with it. Got a dress. My total bill was like $42. So it wasn't a bad day. All right, I'm going to close this so I don't dump it. I was trying to think what else I got. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of old trays. The ones that, I don't know what they call it. People painted them years ago. I don't remember the name. One of them is actually the lid to a metal can. So I might do that one in a week or two because I think that one will be fun to do. It's huge. All right, I'm going to do this side first. Because I'm going to bring it up here as far as I can. Into and next to this blue. I do go over the gold a little bit. I just kind of pounce so that I don't pull it off. It's funny. I mean, I'm here in the U.S., but at night when I come up and go to bed, I put on the British version of Antique Roadshow. I absolutely love seeing these people with pieces that are 300 years old. I can't fathom that. And they're in good shape to boot, It's amazing. But I absolutely love watching and seeing and they have, what's the best part is most of these people, it's gone down through the family. That's what I really like. Yeah, so they have a story with it, I gotta get it. Wrong one. Down here. And over here. But that's what I watch at night. I absolutely love seeing all these old pottery and these, boxes and things that these people have. It's amazing. It's just so much older over there compared to here, you know? The plate's still a little warm. But, yep, that's what I watch at night. Get under here a little better. There we go. Because I want to be able to sand this off soon. Okay, how are we doing here? My dream vacation is actually to come to Scotland. It's where my family's from. I want to go walk, and I know the house is still there. It doesn't look the same because somebody bought it, you know, and modernized it. But I want to go see it. Let's see. I want to get the blue over here. So that's, you know, kind of like my dream is to go walk this property. I have, you know, old family letters. I've done genealogy for a year. Have you guys ever done your genealogy? It is so interesting to do. And, you know, with connecting with all these people, I've learned a lot. But I want to go walk the same field, you know? Walk the churchyard where they're buried, and just say, hey, you know what? I know about you. You may be my 5th great-grandfather, but I know about you. I've learned some things about you. Does that sound crazy? But that's, you know, like one of my dreams. Ed and I, you know, something we had talked about. Now, the biggest problem is I want to be there for a couple weeks because I want to do research while I'm there. You know, I mean, I can do it here, but it's harder. It's not as easily looking up stuff on a foreign page. You guys know that. The money exchange, I don't understand some of that. Because I buy the birth certificates, I buy the marriage certificates. Yeah, most of the time it's the picture of a page with an entry in a book from a local church. But I buy that. I want that. That's my proof. That's my, what do they call it, provenance. So that, you know, when I pass it down to my grandkids, I can say, this is accurate. So I'd like to go there where it won't cost me as much to buy it all. So, but yeah, that's one of my dreams. All right, I am going to start sanding some of this off. Hang on, I kind of lost comments for a second there. Ah, there they are. For a glass dome. Ooh. How big? Is it a really big dome? Alright, so here's where we're at this point, but I need to sand these edges off. I have one or two spots I'll have to put some blue paint. Yeah, where things didn't quite meet up. I mean, oh, now I don't know centimeters because we do feet over here. Is it like a foot tall? Do you know feet over there, or do you guys just do? Or if you want, send me a picture and we'll see if we can come up with a fun idea. I bet we could. Is it just one piece, or is it part of a set? Or is it just one piece that you have? Now, I have a tape measure sitting over here. Let me see if that has centimeters on it. It might give me an idea, you know, of how big it is. I think we're good to sand down here. I always have issues like when I get on Temu. 11 inches. Okay. So that is a good sized dome. Does it have a base or a bottom? I mean, what are you thinking in terms of, like a candle, or is it something you're going to flip this way and put something in? And have you thought about that part yet? Or is that everything that you're trying, you know, like to figure out what to do with? All right. I know I need a little more blue. And I'm going to add a little bit down here where the paper met up. And a little more up here. I want to make sure this is covered good around the stencil. And I'm just, anywhere where the paper didn't meet up, I am just putting a little bit of the paint just to fill that little area in. There we go. And I think that's going to be enough paint, but let me make sure. Yeah, it looks like it covered it up that time. Okay, let me dry that. Wrong lid. Okay, does it open at the top or the bottom? Which way does it open? Does it have a wood base like a cloche that you could create something inside of it? All right, I'm going to get the first coat of my sealer on here, because you're going to have to do a couple coats. You're going to have to let it dry, do another coat, especially if you're going to use the dishwasher safe one, because you want to be able to wash it. Oh, there is a wooden bottom. Okay, so you can put it this way. Or is it just a wooden bottle to hold it? Send me a picture, and we'll come up with some ideas. Would you like to do your idea live? I'm sure we could get it, arranged for you to do live on here with it, if you wanted to. I want to make sure all my edges are down and sticking too. Yeah, send me a picture. Definitely. Then we'll come up with some ideas. It's hard sometimes to come up with ideas, And I got plenty of weeks where I'm thinking, oh man, I'm on in 3 days and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Part of what Joan wanted was, like different ideas and different things. So I'm constantly trying to come up with something different, and that's hard. The box we finished last week, I have that out in my sunroom. I put some magazines and a couple books in it that if I'm sitting out there and, I want to read something, I can just grab a magazine. It's full of country French, because that's what my kitchen is. And a couple of just like plain painting techniques, I want to cover the paint as well. So that, you don't want that to get wet either. The nice thing about this is that everything's underneath. So it doesn't matter what you put under here, because you're putting the food on the top, That's the nice part. I should do a tray. You guys want to learn how to resin a tray? I just got a bunch of trays. What if we decoupage a tray and then resin it? And you guys know how to do resin? Because we could certainly do that next Tuesday if you want. We could, paint it, decoupage it, and then resin the inside of the tray. if you guys want to learn that, let me know and I will do that. I have resin. I've been a resin artist for 8 years. So we can definitely do that. Here's a little jewelry holder I just did. Here's all resin. It's got the little pieces in the bottom there. And you can hang like your earrings on the horns. Okay, do you want to do resin next week? We'll do resin next week. Alright, that feels pretty dry. Still going to need another coat. Now see, let me pop this up here. Now, I love the way that looks. But I hate the way the back looks. So I want to do a little research and see if maybe the thing to do is put like a solid, clear, rice paper over it just to make it look better. But, yeah, I mean, that part looks pretty cool. What do you think? Yeah, so we've got some sunflowers and we've got the stencils, You could, I don't want to set this down flat yet. You could use your rubbing buff for your liquid gold, and you could do gold around the edges if you wanted to. Yeah, if you wanted to create like that gold edge look just across the top there. So, but there's the stencil in front of the decoupage paper. And then that's just the stencil with the paint behind it. And the rest of it is all the paper. And you could do this however you wanted to. You could do more stencils than paper, or you could do all paper. This was just how I saw it done. She did the stencil, she used the gold leaf, and I thought, I have to try this. It just looks so cool and so fun that I wanted to try it. And I do want to let that sit for about an hour before I put my next coat on. I want to give it a chance to cure and see if I can find out what I could maybe do just so it looks a little better on the back, Oh, Marjolaine, I look forward to you coming every week. You send me that picture. We'll see if we can come up with a good idea. And maybe, the right paper, or maybe you want to do something like this on it. It would depend on how wide it is, of course. I think if it's not very wide, something like this isn't going to work. But we will figure something out. So, yep, send it to my profile. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And next Tuesday, we're going to do a tray and then cover it with resin. So, that'll be fun. I'll pick out a tray tonight and some paper for it. All right, well, thank you. And I will see you later, and I will watch for your picture. Bye.